Hello and welcome to another episode of Drinking with Jake. I am your host, Jake. With me, as always, is my best friend, Mike.
Heyo.
Hey-o, Mike.
Heyo.
Tonight, we're going to be doing a little bit of a different type of episode, very short. And what did you call it?
Drinking with Jake-LITE.
Light.
L-I-T-E.
So like Miller Lite.
Like, well,
That's
Yeah.
L-I-T-E, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing.
Yep.
And we're going to be drinking a little bit, obviously. And Michael wanted to follow up with some of our viewers' comments about some facts and figures of what we've learned.
What we learned.
And we wanted to shout out to them. And Mike, if you want to take over, I'm going to pour myself a drink.
So we got a email from a prestigious viewer. My Aunt Kay is not her name, but Kay, sent us an email about the Loch Lomond and about the history of Loch Lomond. And apparently it is I'm quoting her now, it's a spectacular lake in Switzerland on the way to Geneva.
Oh, interesting.
On the edge of the lake is a castle named Castle Chalon. I think I'm saying that correctly. I'm rusty on my Swiss. Lord Byron was thought to be imprisoned there, but in fact he wasn't imprisoned. He was merely on a tour or a visit. He was a tourist. People think he was incarcerated there because he carved his initials on one of the pillars. And he wrote a poem called The Prisoner of Chalon. He was a British poet.
Mm-hmm.
And a politician, so he was a liar too.
A lover and a liar.
He was a lover and a liar. He was one of the leading figures of the Romantic movement. I've had movements before, but they've never been romantic. He's widely considered. He's widely considered one of the greatest British poets ever. I'm looking at my notes here. I'm sorry, I don't memorize this stuff. He's widely read and he's influential, and he died of a fever. Because he had no cowbell.
He had no cowbell.
He was known as a Byronic hero.
Oh, what does that mean? Byronic?
Well, isn't it Byronic? Don't you think?
If you set it up, you got to let me respond, because we share the same brain. You know, it's like that movie with Steve Martin,
Okay,
The Man with Two Brains.
Here we go. Here's another one.
So here's two men with one brain.
All right, here's another one. Right? He was the Byronic man.
Ah, shoot.
Come on now.
I know the Bionic Man.
Right. He has the technology.
Oh, shoot. Yes, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
The last thing I had was he wrote about Castle Chalon and the Prisoner of Chalon.
Okay.
But he visited on his tour. He was with a group of people, and one of the widest known people that he visited was Mary Gordon.
Okay.
Now, you're asking yourself, who is Mary Gordon?
Who is Mary Gordon?
Right. Well, Mary Gordon, you probably don't know her by that name, but you probably know her by her married name, Mary Shelley.
Ooh.
Yes.
And she wrote Frankenstein.
Right. And where did she get the inspiration to write that?
I don't know.
Castle Chalon.
Really?
No kidding. That was I told him before I wanted to surprise him with this thing that I learned by investigating this, and that was it. She got her inspiration to write Frankenstein, or Frankenstein if you're Mel Brooks fan, but she got the inspiration to write Frankenstein by going to Castle Chalon, because lots of dastardly things there, a lot of witch burnings and
jeez.
Yeah. And my aunt said that Castle Chalon is a mystical and magical place. So that was all the information we had about Castle Chalon, and Loch Lomond is where it all began.
And this is in Switzerland. So if you find yourself in Switzerland, check out
Castle Chalon. Again, I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of cool things happened there, and we all learned this because we drink alcohol.
So who says that alcohol makes you stupid? Not here.
Not here.
In fact, it prompts you to do some research to learn more.
Learn more about this stuff. It's good.
So, Mike, just to
Yes,
take
sir.
a pause here, what are you drinking tonight, quickly?
So I have in previous episodes, I
Yes.
believe in our last episode, we talked about Larceny bourbon, and I said I'd never had it straight because I like it in the Kentucky Mule. So here it is, small batch, 92 proof, Larceny bourbon. Apparently, Larceny is John E. Fitzgerald, and it was established in 1870. So I'm going to take my first drink of this neat, which I don't normally do. I like it on the rocks,
Yeah.
or in a drink, but mostly I like it in my mouth.
Yes, and taking it all in. You stole my trick. Nice job.
Well, you know,
That's all right. Well, thank you, on K, for that suggestion, and that prompted us to go do some to do some research, and for you and everything. So thank you for that.
thank you.
So thank you
Thank you
for
very
that.
much.
And next time I find myself in Switzerland,
Right.
instead of going to the normal banking that I do there in Switzerland, I'm going to go to Castle
Shalom.
Chalon or whatever. So on another note, if I could steal the conversation one more time, in the last episode, Michael and I, and he knows what's up, and Michael and I made a nice little bet that the Green Bay Packers would win over the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday football. We bet 1 can of Baconator Pringles, and I think that was a great bet and all that. So, without any further ado, Mike, as always, as my best friend and as a good man overall, lived up to his word when the Minnesota Vikings put a turd in the punch bowl.
You know,
And I am going to eat the best tasting, most flavorful.
I'm just gonna drink.
Just sit there and drink, my friend. Can of Baconator Pringles ever, because the Minnesota Vikings lost and the Green Bay Packers won.
You should try this. You should try this.
Well,
No, those are the
No, I mean,
spoils
I
of
should-
your bounty.
wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. So anyway, thank you very much, Michael, for living up to your word,
Of
keeping
course.
your word,
Of course.
and all that. But I just wanted to say that.
We have one more game.
Yeah, yes, we do.
I just took my first sip.
What do you think?
It's spicy. It's spicy. It's
Yeah.
got some kick to it. I don't like it more than Elijah Craig.
Yeah.
Elijah Craig is a little smoother, but it doesn't taste bad.
Yeah.
It's just got some kick to her.
And you just prefer it in
Like a mule.
like a mule, kick like a mule, but you prefer it like mixed or
Yeah, I think so. Or even,
or a splash
on the
or
rocks,
something on the rocks,
you
a
know.
splash.
but yeah, when you get finished with that, I want you to take
Oh, you know I will.
take a poke.
Well, that's all I really have for the drinking with Jake-LITE. Do you have anything else?
Not really. That was really, it was, we always say we'll respond to our viewers' emails and comments and such. I know there have been other comments by other people, and we try and get back to them as much as possible. So thank you, Aunt Kay, for your comments, and it sparked some digging by myself, and we're going to keep going further and further. I figured I was doing this a lot, so I might as well keep doing it. We're keep digging. So thank you for your comment. That's it. That's all I got.
And thank you, and have a good night, and thank you again for drinking with Jake.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that.
Bye now.